All right, hey family. So I want to go out and make content today. I have so much information to share. Oh shit! Oh, it's a truck that just came really close to my rental car. Oh, I'm fucking traumatized. Oh, it's some kind of fancy uh. Anyway, so um. Okay, so I want to make a video. I really like this lighting though. I might just end up doing it here. So I want to make, hey y'all. Uh-oh, hold on, let me Hey y'all. Is the microphone? All right. Hey y'all. How y'all doing? Uh Happy Saturday. It's a Saturday. I'm making a video that I'm gonna post on Instagram, Facebook, and my YouTube, all the Sankofa Wellness Project channels, because I want to give you guys an update. I want to give you a couple of updates. There's a couple of things going on that I want you to know about, and I want you to hear from me. So first of all, registration is open for all three of the trips, right? The family trip from July 13th through the 20th, the crop over trip where we about to wine in the streets and conclude with Kadooment, from July 29th through August 5th. And then the last trip, which is my absolute favorite, the Food and Rum Festival trip, which is November 3rd through 9th. And we're going to do it, we're adding an extra day to make sure that we get that catamaran in, but also so that we can do the whole festival. So there's going to be a link in the comments, either in the comments for Facebook, that will lead to a way for you to subscribe to my newsletter, or you can go to the link in my bio, which is one of my announcements. So one of my announcements is that my somehow, so I'm using MailChimp, and somehow I unsubscribed like 50 people, and it will not allow me to subscribe you back. You have to do it yourself, which I was like, oh man, but it's an opportunity, right? So I want you all to go to the link either in the comments or in the bio and click on the link to subscribe to the Sankofa Wellness Project newsletter. And honestly, it's a really great opportunity for you to segment yourself. So if you are interested in local dance and cultural events, like the dance workshop that's coming up, Wine and Work, which is sold out, or I'm going to meet with the Barbados Association today. There's a annual meeting today, so I'm going to learn about all their events. There's a couple of things happening with my sister friend who is a professor at Cal State Long Beach. She has some events coming up. So and then Hollywood Carnival with Dr. Ganga. There's events coming up that I want you guys to know about. And so sign up for my newsletter so that you can receive email updates and exclusive, discounts and details. I do get VIP tables and things like that to the events, right? So you might be able to get that. But then also, if you know for sure you want to travel with us, right? So we have our 3 trips to Barbados coming up. And then if you want to get on the wait list, because in 2027, we're going to go to South Carolina and we're also going to go to Ghana. So we'll continue going to Barbados, but this is the journey, right? The journey is to trace the path of the transatlantic slave trade. So we're going to Barbados, we're going to South Carolina to connect with the Gullah Geechee culture, and then we're going to the motherland, Ghana, right? And that's just the beginning. So if you want more information, you want links to registration, sign up for the newsletter. Also, I gotta tell y'all the why, right? Like I gotta do a better job of telling you the why. So I will be having some interviews coming up, right? So the brother in Barbados, who leads the band Adinkra, the band, we're gonna bring him on and do a live talk with him. You guys can ask questions if you want. He's our contact when it comes to Juve, right? That's the paint and powder, right? That's 4-Day Morning Jam. That's the night that we dance from like midnight until 7 o'clock in the morning when the sun comes up. He's our band leader for that. He's also connecting us with Dream Mass Band for Kadumet, right? So I'll get a chance to interview them. I want you guys to be able to watch these conversations, which I'll either go live or I'll post on the Sankofa Wellness Project news YouTube. So if you're on the newsletter, you get the calendar, the updates, and all the things. What else do I want to say? I think that's it for right now. The main thing is subscribe to our newsletter because you'll get things. Look, you see my King Bumbula. You see my King Bumbula shirt. That's my Afro-Cuban, my Cuban dance ensemble family. They are performing tomorrow at MOLA, which is the Museum of Latin American Art, and in Long Beach, and so they'll be doing some performances and workshops, and you definitely want to jump on that. There was a dope workshop last weekend where a woman was brought in to teach bomba, which was so perfect, like immediately following Bad Bunny's Benito Bowl, what I like to call the Benito Bowl, or his performance for the halftime show during the Super Bowl. I think that was 2 weeks ago, right? Like right after that, you have a bomba workshop. So all of that energy that is inspiring us and lifting us up, there's a way, like that's what one of the things that the Sankofa Wellness Project is here to do, is to remind us to be in our bodies and to connect with these cultures, these African diasporic cultures throughout the world, and to be in our bodies and to celebrate and to dance and to drum and to sing, especially now, given the political climate, given the revelations that we all are getting from not just the Epstein files. There's a lot of things that we've been that have been revealed about the so-called leadership of this country, and the types of leaderships that are rising up around the world. There is a wave that's happening globally, and there are people who have their vision, and they're using the might and power of the US government, military, economy to put their vision into place. You need to go watch Marco Rubio's talk at Munich, a conference that he was talking at last week, and he lays out very clearly to the European leadership what the United States is doing, and how how he sees the people in power see the alliance between Europe and the US, the West, and how they are making these strategic movements to maintain power and control no matter what they need to do. And he said to Europe, we don't want to do it alone, because there's no separating, you know, our past. And when he's saying our, he's talking about the European colonizers. There's no separating their history, their legacy of imperialism, colonialism, racism, all the things. There's no separating the US from Europe. So he went to connect with this European leadership to be like, look, this is what we're doing. We want you to be a part of it. But if you don't want to be a part of it, we'll do it on our own. And then my understanding is that he went and talked to a bunch of far right, governments and leaders. So while the people are doing the things in front of our eyes, while this is a period of great reveal, I feel I am guided. It is clearer to me why the Sankofa Wellness Project is. People looking at some kids watch me like, is she talking to herself? No, I'm talking to my community. Why this vision, why we get to, this is a divine time for us to reshape and restructure and rebuild a new vision for ourselves, right? The way that we want to operate in a unified, globally unified way. And yes, I want to highlight these beautiful, joyful cultures, like aspect of the African diasporic threads that are all around the world. But we also, in addition to dancing and whining on the street, we got to talk economics. We got to talk political power. We got to talk food sovereignty. We got to talk family, right? Strengthening the family. We even got to talk about defense. Like, there's things that we got to talk about that I ain't about to talk about in this video. So I want you to understand, while my mission as the founder of the Sankofa Wellness Project is to get people to travel, like get your passports, right? To encourage people of African descent to get up and travel, like, and to connect with our Caribbean cousins, to connect with parts of our story that we don't know, that they don't want us to know.